Hey, Tej here. Today we're taking a look at technical analysis for Ethereum. I'll cover wave analysis with Elliott wave theory and provide multiple scenarios price may take and explain why I prefer one count over another. Let's take a look at the different possibilities. Starting here on 1 hour time frame and looking at RSI. We've had this uptrend for a few days now, since the 28th lows, and we broke it yesterday, or this previous night, basically for me at least, and are now tracking downwards again. On 30-minute time frame, we have established somewhat of a downtrend here that we are bashing our heads against right now here again, and we can see a move upwards only once this is broken through. Of course, it is possible that we are still going to be going down, but again, we are starting to be in the very low areas of RSI, in which we are most likely trying to find some kind of support here to pivot up a bit higher, at least for some kind of pullback, if we are wanting to continue this downwards. Now, focusing on this structure overall here since the highs of 14th of August, having a count end up there as 5 waves or a 3-wave pattern, depending on your view overall. However, again, this structure here is viewed as either 5-way complete or a move that has not yet been completed, as with 5 waves. So in this one, this is this scenario in which we are still looking for this possible wave 4 to end up in here, and then looking for that last wave 5. In here we would have this as 1 2 1 2 1 2, then 3 4 5 into third, fourth, fifth, and this would be the third of micro, and then we would have another ABC here for the wave 4. So in here we could have that ugly expanding diagonal that we were talking about before, or we could be having just a 1 2 3 4 and 5, or this could be some kind of other 3-way move here, WXY or WXY like so, and then this last leg here would be ABC or something like that. There is many ways to look at this. The highest RSI is here, so that would imply that, okay, we had some kind of 3-way move here, with the highest RSI ending here would mean that, okay, there is a possibility that this move has ended, and as we don't have any divergences between these peaks anymore. And that's something that we are looking for in any 3-way move. Now, since then, we've had a downfall here. Let's take a look at that in just a moment, but before that, let's check out the other scenario in which we have this as 1 2 3 4 and 5. Now, I know the wave 4 here is very minimal, so that's why I don't really prefer it too much, but it is of course a possibility here. We do have the divergence starting very early on these lows here between all these 3s and 4s, so that's why we have to still consider that. Now, when am I going to be rolling towards this scenario more is when and if we are going to be breaking this 0.5 retracement of this wave 4 of this previous wave 3. At the moment we are pretty close to it, but we still held this order block here and we managed to get the price down. But if we are again turning up higher, then we could be looking into this as another possibility. Now, at this point, I've labeled this as a possible leading diagonal as a 5 waves into wave A, then looking for some kind of pullback back into this area, which we have already done. We have hit the 38.2 retracement of this move, so it is already possible that this retracement is over and we could be heading our way higher now. Again, 38.2 is the minimum we want to see, and that was tagged. Of course, we could be just having a small pullback and then continuation downwards to these more common areas like 0.618 and so on. As with some kind of support levels here, we have a naked point of control right below the wick we had here, and a fresh daily at the 0.5. So that 0.5 is most likely going to be the one that I would be looking at if we are going to be breaking these current lows here. So on 5 minutes, let's take a look at what has happened and if we see some kind of clear structures from here on out. So these were the highs basically that we had. We had a pretty large dump here. We can't really see a clear structure, at least in 5 minutes. not really anything on 1 minute either. To me, this looks like a three-way move here. So to me, this reminds me of more as a corrective structure than anything else. Let's see, this could be some kind of triangle. No, it can't. This definitely has some kind of a trend line over there that was broken. This definitely feels like a three-way move here. We did have some kind of divergence at the very lows here. Does not really fit the idea of this being three waves though. So is this a ABC here connecting to these point peaks? It could be. So we would have WX and then looking for a three-way structure here, another W. So WXY, up to these lows, then ABC as a connector, and then we would be looking for some kind of structure from here. Let's go back to 5 minute. This is very, very low here on RSI as well. If I had to be labeling this at the moment, I would be looking, labeling it as such, and then I would be looking. Let's actually measure that. Is that enough? It's not enough from here. I can't really label it from to these lows here. This definitely has three waves. But it has a divergence here. Well, I think we need to have it like this. Although it has these divergences happening here, we can see them multiple divergences happening. Not very common, to be honest. This is taking out the previous highs here. So we can't have any kind of 1-2, 1-2 setups. So generally that means that whatever this is here is that it is over. We don't start anything from here that this structure downwards would be part of, because RSI is higher here. So this indeed was done, and then we would have a pullback in here, and now we would be looking for some kind of three-way move, because this is again a lower target. Okay, we did hit almost a one-to-one extension here, but I don't could we say that this is a three-way move? If we are comparing it in time compared to this structure here, this here is very swift. So to me, I feel like we need another leg downwards here. Let's measure that out. Let's add some other color here. It's probably the white, and then overall what we would be looking at is something like this. Minuscule. This definitely can feel impulsive, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? If we're looking smaller time frame, we should have a divergence here. Yeah, we do. However, this is not measuring perfectly, right? As a 5-way move, I feel like 1, 2. It is pretty okay. Okay, so I feel like we could be labeling this as a B and then looking for that C. Not quite sure if the B wave is done here. At the very moment, we did get pretty nice retrace for that B wave, around 0.5 retracement, so that should be fine. 1-to-1 would be around 16. Let's see the higher time frame extension target. Yeah, that would fit pretty well with the 1.236 as well. If we're looking at that, and 1.382. That would be the wave Y and wave C, and that would be bringing us back to that 0.5 that we were talking about on the higher time frame with the daily and the 0.5. So yeah, I feel like that would be a pretty good looking area to take a possible long setup upwards as a hedge. I'm still on my shorts, but definitely hedging is not a bad idea there, and there is definitely a interest of fibs here, stacking of fibs with more confluence as well. And where do we put our stop loss? WXY doesn't want to go below the 1.618, which would be around 16.0 6. So basically, if we are breaking this order block here, let's see what kind of order block can we get there. It's pretty tight though, something like this. So if we are going to go below this $1,600, then I would be looking for a stop right there. But yeah, I think that's pretty much everything I wanted to cover today in ETH. I went a bit too deep here on this local setup, but sometimes it's nice to see how people think on live analyzers here, and that's why I think of this current move. But yeah, if you made it this far into the video, I would appreciate the likes. Link to my free Discord server in the description below, and for now I thank you for watching and hope you have an amazing rest of your day. See you in the next video, bye bye.